Okay, this is my Arduino plant watering system. I built a way more complex one with temperature sensor and light sensor and 64 sensors and pumps and handy app, but I didn't finish it and needed a little one, so I created this one for now. This is my plant pot. This is my water tank, and here is the circuit. So I will reset this. I built the sensors from two big steel nails, so they don't fail soon, and luster clamp. So if you screw the nails in the luster clamp, they are parallel. And I fixed the cable with hard welding and did some shrink tube around. So this is pretty sturdy, so this will last long. If the circuit is active, you will have a green lamp. This is the RGB LED. If the water fails, we will see if we can empty the water tank. Then it will blink blue. If the water is refilled, it will go to normal again. While the water is empty, he won't wet any pots. So here you got two switches, and if you press them, behind them there are two LEDs for each pump and each sensor. I got two sensors on the circuit. If you calibrate them, while calibrating they are flashing, and if you calibrate them then they turn on. This means the sensor and pump are active. So they both are on now. They are calibrated to the level of wetness when you calibrate them. So if I pull it out now a bit, so it gets drier. The sensor will activate the pump. The red ones, red LEDs here. These are my pumps. They are powered. It's just to show if it's on or not. Later there will be pumps. It's powered by a field effect transistor. And while pumping, the regarding LED from the sensor will blink, so you can see it's pumping. Because the red one you won't see later, there will be the pump. If some sensor fails, let's say a cable breaks, then when he will try to wet the plants next time, he will give an error. And you see the sensor LED from this side blinks for an error, and the other one is still active. So this means the other one, like this one, will still water the plant if it's the other one has an error. So like now, waters the plant while the other one has an error and is off. Yeah, what's to say about this anymore? If you wet the plant, I set a timer, so for example, every 15 minutes he wets the plants for 15 seconds. If it gets over a threshold of a set value, he will stop watering even if the timer hasn't run out. Yeah, I think that's it. If you have questions, maybe my steel nail sensors. You always get the problem when you build such sensors. Normally you can buy these China board printed board circuit sensors. They will wear out pretty quickly because they have such a thin layer of copper. These are built of steel nails, so even if you have them on power all the time, they will last quite long. But to make them not wear out and to minimize electrical current to the plant, I made it so the sensor is only powered when you read. So I didn't connect it to the current. I connected it to an Arduino out, and I do a digital write to the power pin, so the sensor gets power, and then I do a digital read to read the value, and then I disconnect the power again. So maybe this will help some of you guys. Bye.